What up, Dokkaners? It is time to take on everyone's favorite event, the Chain Battle event. It is back. This time it is a joint one with Global and JP, with Gamma Dos being the big bad for this one. The superhero category, Battle of Wits, and Accelerated Battle are the three most advantageous categories, so you want to be bringing characters from this bunch. Now, let me just preface by saying, as of me recording this video, it is pretty chaotic out there, as people are still trying to sort of figure out and fall in line with what the best setup is. So I am doing this as sort of a first impression, first initial night run. Over time, it will obviously get better. I will try to update the pinned comment or something to provide a little bit more information on it. But when it comes to chain battle, it's an imperfect science. So it's always very difficult to find the right recipe right away, which is kind of one of the reasons why when Global gets these, it's a few months after JP already has it. So it's a little bit easier for Global players. But this time around, it's a jungle out there. So let's just start out by talking about the support line. This is the support line. It's a little bit crazy. Let me switch over to the browser here to show you. Shout out to Misaka on Twitter, who does the Kai's work for us by giving us this little breakdown here. This is what we need, basically. So for the extreme side, you want a bunch of perfect cells. For the super side, it's a little more chaotic. You want Piccolos, you want Gohans. If you have neither, you want to go for Vegetos. We're trying to go for some nice Battle of Wits characters, but if you have the Piccolos, you're going to be better off. Now here, this is what separates the men from the boys. If you've got Piccolo in every instance, you're going to be a whole lot better off. So if you've got friends who are mega, ultra, giga massive whales, they will have rainbowed copies of each of these. And some of them do. Not too many, but some do. Because some people actually take the chain battle whole concept very seriously. So in terms of support lines, you want to try to prioritize Gohans and Piccolos, preferably the superhero ones, and then whatever leftover spots you have, you might give to the Vegeto. For the extreme side, all perfect cells, nothing else. Not even imperfect cell, no hearts. You just want to have perfect cells across the board. The more copies of the LR in its various forms you have, the better off as well. So this is what you've got to start off. So for the support line, you want to be doing so accordingly. So the best way to do this, if you don't have any of these guys, what you want to do is go for the three categories that we mentioned. So superhero, Battle of Wits, and Accelerated Battle. So let's go for those. Superhero, partial match, Battle of Wits, and Accelerated Battle. So you're going to click on those three. All of these categories are now on full display. You want to be going for characters that have the red sparkly on them. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to change my lineup just a little bit. I'm going to take out the AGL. I'm going to take out the AGL Gohan and throw in the EZA one. I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing to do, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Just to demonstrate that the red sparklers are more important. So I've changed mine. I might change it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna change it back. What do I know? Misaka knows better than I do. So yeah, just go for the red sparklies. If you've got the one that I've got on display, use them. If you have the ones that are shown here, use these. So basically use this as a checklist. The ones on top are most important as you go down the list. If you have them, great, add them. If you don't, continue on further. And yeah, the Gohan AGL EZA is there, but at the lower C to D tier list or tier section. So try to just follow this. This is why these graphics are so useful, which is why the Dokkan community is to thank for having a little bit more of a digestible experience with this whole chain battle nonsense. So now let's go back here. So that's the super side. Same thing applies for the extreme side. You have those three categories on display. For the extreme side, you just want to be going for perfect cells. So find all the different versions you can. Use them. Because I've been playing for a very long time, I have amassed a considerable number of the LR perfect cells. So I have his TOR and SSR rainbowed as well. That's because I play a lot of world tournaments. So I have all these guys here. If you don't have them, you're going to have to go for imperfect cells. If you don't have those, I don't think there's any other option out there. So if you really don't have any of those, then you're out of luck. Maybe hearts. But if you don't have the cells, chances are you don't have the hearts. So there you have it for the support line. That's about it for that. So now let's move on to the actual core battle itself. Let's take a look at some of the scores. I have seen only as far as 130 as the highest, but we're looking more at, yeah, this is where we go. High 120s. So it looks like the attacker is going to be the Gohan Piccolo dual attack. I've also seen some people use the Int Piccolo from Universe 7, but the main connector has to be the LR Piccolo, and the main connector for the extreme set has to be the LR Cell, and your support line needs to have as many Piccolos as possible. I don't think a full Gohan setup is going to be better. It might be more synergistic for the sake of that run, but in terms of a high score, you need to have the Piccolos. They are valued higher. So the more Piccolos you got, the better off. You have to have perfect cells across the board on the extreme side for that top 1%. So if you're trying to go for top 1%, do that. If you can't, do the best that you can. On this one, we've got, again, Special Beam, Ken and Goku, or Gohan Piccolo, Cell, and Piccolo. I'm trying to find one where there actually was a different unit as the main attacker. I think that person who had that might have changed it. Is it here? Yeah, it looks like it's just Gohan and Piccolo. So let's just do that. Let's try to imitate that setup. Let's see how we do. In fact, you know what? Let me switch over and make this an easable. Easable? All right, that's your word of the day, folks. Easable. I was gonna say easier to digest. I don't know where I got easable from. So that's an L for tune. You'd love to see it. So let me do this. Let me move this over here. Might make it easier to see. More easable. I'm gonna keep that word. Actually, I'm gonna use that. All right, so this is our setup. We've got the Gohan and the Piccolo as our unit. The reason why I think is because it's got the highest attack stat, 13,991. If we were to pick another attack unit and you don't have that one, then go for the Int one, as I mentioned, the Int Piccolo, the triple special beam cannon Piccolo. This guy is good, but not as good. He does have 12,000 attack. He has Battle of Wits, and that's it. Battle of Wits. So that's it for him. So for our setup, we have a bunch of perfect cells. I'm okay with the perfect cell one for now, I think. This one looks to be okay. We've eclipsed 100 total, 83 plus 3, 86. Plus that, it's 103. And then here, 113, actually. For here, I don't see anything. Like, look at how messed up this looks. So the Piccolo side, not looking too good, because if you really want to have a solid Piccolo setup, you have to have a friend who has all 3 iterations of the character. And that's just not happening here. So I'm going to do my best. I'm just going to go with what we've got for now. And let's see what we're doing here. What's the score on my Piccolo side? 42 plus 4. Oh my gosh, 66. Yikes. Let's just do it. And actually, you know what? I need to check something real quick. So let me just make sure that there's nothing vital on screen. Okay, cool. Nothing vital on screen, because when I do the little freeze technique, I don't want to be displaying my personal info. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do maybe 1 to 3 runs. All right, so there's our setup. I'm gonna assume we go for the cells here. So we got perfect cell, perfect cell. Let's just do these. All right, all the TU are perfect cells. I might have probably been better off using the int one instead of the... Yeah, actually, I think I messed up there. I think I should have used the int SSR instead of the tech, but we'll see. I'm hoping... I think we'll at least eclipse 100 mil. Okay, so we got 115 million. So that puts us probably in the top 1%, especially given right now nobody really knows, or people are kind of honing in on the best setup. So we've accomplished all the missions. Yeah, I'm a whale, you know, I get it. Chain Battle is a very weird and wonky mode. What can I say? Especially this one. I don't like this one. I don't like it, because even if you're on top of things, you still don't have enough of the units that you need for that support line. So, all right, we're in the top 1%. We're gonna run this back. We're gonna try this again. Has anything changed here? Is there anything more important I need to point out? Okay, so for this one, this person got 129 million with the int Piccolo instead. So if you don't have the tech one, fear not, you can run the int one. If you don't have that one, well then, I don't know. I guess just move further down the list. Like, notice here, if you don't have any of those, go for the LR Gohan. If you don't have that, go for the LR Vegito Blue. If you go for the LR Vegito, though, I feel like you have to have a completely different setup. It has nothing to do with the Piccolo. So I think the LR Gohan is the cutoff, or at least the SSR Gohan. So, okay. So let's continue. Let's try this again. I'm going to burn a Dragon Stone. Yes, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And yeah, so one thing also to remember, I mentioned this in other videos, 30 minutes is the reset time. So anytime you're having trouble finding a good support lineup, make sure you guys just wait 30 minutes. At the top of the hour, at the bottom of the hour, the support lines will change. So for example, this person, El Presador, this guy has usually some pretty nice support lineups, but for right now, the role is not exactly what I want. So if I wait 30 minutes, it could come back and be a whole lot better. Same for a lot of these other friends of mine. Jeez, where? Okay. Let's do this one, because this one I see multiple Piccolos, but we've got some Vegetos in there, which kind of stinks. Like there's no setup here that I like. Dude, this Piccolo one is lousy, bro. I might just do 2 runs and call it a day. All right, so let's just do that. And then we'll do this. Let's see how much the presence of the Vegito dilutes the score. So here on the cell side, we've got the LR. You got to have the LR there. We got the TUR. We have other TURs as well. So this looks like a good setup. Let's look at the numbers here. 87, 91, 119, right? Yes. 119. Very good. For the super side, it's probably going to be even worse. 49, 4, 21. That's 53 and 74. Oh, that's actually better. All right. So the score looks to be better on paper. Let's see if that translates to the actual score. Disclaimer, I am not a chain battle god. I am not even a chain battle demigod. I am trying to work my way there, but I'm not. I'm an imposter. Shout out to the chain battle gods out there. You know who you are. Okay, so here let's use... Oh, dude. All right, let's just go full int perfect cell. Let's see if this gives us a better score. Okay. $121. Whoa! What the hell? Okay. All right. Well, the Vegetas didn't do too much. All right. What? All right. So you know what I think it is? I think it's the fact that the TUR pick, is that the TUR or the SSR? I think the fact that the superhero Piccolo was there in the second form is what drastically changed this. That's crazy. I will say on the extreme side, we have the LR, we have the LR's TUR, then we have every other TUR EZA perfect cell here. So that extreme side looks very good. I'm surprised that the super side actually worked, and I have a pretty decent score. That is, well, considering the timing. By the time you guys are watching this, it might be... What the... Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is a chain battle god. This person has an LR Piccolo and then a second LR Piccolo. Not just one, but two. So that score is never going to happen. Shout out to my boy Kong. That is a chain battle god right there. If you don't get that kind of a score, don't feel too bad, all right? Because that is a whole other level of commitment that I would not recommend most of you try. Okay, we have another 130 mil here. Yeah, see, more Piccolos. The more Piccolos you got, the better off you're gonna be. And here, this person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Piccolos. Every iteration of the superhero Piccolo is here. That's gonna be it, guys. Good luck, as always, on your favorite mode, Chain Battle. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm not gonna do another run. After that, that's humbled me. I'm done for now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down. Wrong one. Be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this particular iteration of Chain Battle? I would recommend you guys do try. Even if you can't necessarily get a good score on this particular first day, try whenever you can if you've got some time to spare, because the more emblems of cooperation that you can earn, either through your Chain Battle scores or through simply supporting other people, the more opportunities you're going to be having to pull level 6 skill orbs. Those are going to be very useful. So if you have more chances, the better off you're going to be. So let me know what you guys think about this particular Chain Battle. How does this compare to other experiences? What sort of scores did you guys get? Have your scores improved if you're watching this after the first day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know I want to see more if I stop doing. Thanks again. Stay tuned. And always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Please don't have 3 LR Piccolos or 2 or whatever. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, goodbye.